It's been 1 week since Bare Naked Ladies. It's been 16 years since we've had an F-Zero, and boy, is my ass tired of the shit. Demonetized. Recently, there was an article that popped up, I saw it on Nintendo Life yesterday, of a realistic F-Zero game getting pitched to Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch from the developer of like 1080 Snowboarding and some other stuff. They actually developed the 3D Mario stretchy head thing in Mario 64, so they have a history with Nintendo, and they made a demo for a ultra realistic, super realistic F-Zero game where like the pistons and stuff could like flip the car and make it drag and everything. They said it was really fun, and they showed it to Nintendo, and Nintendo said, "No, thank you. Cute, but no." Apparently they asked for funding, and Nintendo said they didn't have enough of a team, and they said, well, we can't get enough of a team if we don't get funding, and it was a kind of a back and forth, a catch-22, as they called it. Go check the article out on Nintendo Life, just have a picture on screen of it. But it was very interesting. It's like, wow, Nintendo has had the opportunity. They've had someone say, hey, we will make you an F-Zero. We've got it. It's fun to play. It's interesting. It deviates from the standard formula, and Nintendo just said, absolutely not. I think Nintendo maybe is just kind of like tired of everyone asking for an F-Zero, right? I feel like Nintendo doesn't want to do what everybody wants them to do. They hate us telling them what to do because they know best. They're like the parents that know best and go, shut your mouth, Timmy, we got this. I mean, look at their track record. They've been selling, the Switch is doing gangbusters. Obviously the Wii U, Virtual Boy, we don't talk about those. Just put them in the closet, stuff them way down, don't ever mention them. Okay? Other than that, Nintendo has been killing it for a very, very long time, and they do know what they're doing, but they do have a lot of IP that is just severely underused, and F-Zero to a lot of fans is a shining beacon in that department. Like, hey, remember this thing you used to make games for? This fun arcade fast racer that was kind of a lot different than anything you had? I like Mario Kart better myself, but that's neither here nor there. A lot of people do love F-Zero, and they want a new game. I see it all the time. I see the sentiment in my own comment section. There are people literally dedicated going, hey, hope we get a new F-Zero, and I go, okay, that has nothing to do with this video, but thank you so much, Jacob. A Talking Sock being one of them. A shout out to A Talking Sock, just a random shout out. There you go. And I think there is a lot of potential for a new F-Zero game. Maybe they didn't like this ultra-realistic F-Zero. Maybe they don't want to deviate from the formula. But I mean, looking at what they've done with Mario and Zelda and all these other franchises, they're kind of mixing up and going, okay, you know, we've done this like this for a long time. Let's branch out, see what we can do with this new Switch console, this new extra power. And it's done pretty well for them so far. I mean, look at the sales of Odyssey, look at the sales of Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild 2, we're getting that. It's like, that's how good Breath of the Wild was. They are deviating from the formula with great success. So I don't know if they would really want a standard F-Zero, if they would want to deviate from the formula. And they just don't like what this company did with F-Zero. They want something different, they want something more grandiose, but they don't feel like putting their own mind to it. Maybe if someone brings them an idea to the table with a demo and everything, and they'll go, you know what, this is great, do it. I don't know, they've said multiple times in the past that they don't want to make F-Zero, that making a new F-Zero will be a great challenge. And I think Miyamoto's even said that, like, we don't want an F-Zero. Like, you guys don't want an F-Zero, right? Trust me, it's not that cool. Pretty much, obviously not his exact words, but that's pretty much what he was saying. Like, who wants F-Zero? Like, nobody. There's other arcade racers out there. Which there are other arcade racers. We're getting one, that new cruising game for Switch. So maybe buy that if you want to show support for arcade racers. That is actually owned by Nintendo as well. For some reason, they thought to bring cruising back instead of F-Zero. I don't know. I don't know why. There is so much lore and so much you can do with games like F-Zero. I've said this about Star Fox a million times. Like, whenever they make a new Star Fox, it's just the exact same game we've already had. They're like, hey, you guys like Star Fox? Remember that? The last 5 games? Let's just fuck it. We're gonna do it again. The exact same thing. The Lilat system, planet to planet, and then it's Andros. You have a fucking galaxy full of talking animals. What? Full of planets. I don't know. Sorry, that's a whole nother video. I got a little out of control. I apologize. But it's the same thing with F-Zero. You got all these wacky cast of so many characters, super futuristic and all this like just cool stuff going on. If they made an F-Zero where you could like get out of your vehicle and talk to NPCs and do little side missions and stuff to like get parts or money to buy parts and customize your vehicle for races coming up, I think that sounds super awesome to me. Like even driving around in the city to like certain places, maybe not get out of who knows? There's so many possibilities. Like I said, I mentioned this in a stream one time and the Talking Sock was like, absolutely not, no. There are some diehard F-Zero fans that are just like, no, you better not deviate from the formula. It better be the exact same thing we've had every fucking time or else I'm gonna be pissed. So there obviously are going to be fans in every franchise like that. But I think they should expand, and I think we should get some fun lore stuff going on in the games. I know there's lore in other medias, but just expand on it in the games, because all I've ever seen is the games, and it's like, Captain Falcon goes fast around in a thing with the Healy things on the side, and that's it. You just go, and that's it. That's all I know about F-Zero, all right? So maybe expand it for the fans like me, and give us a little bit of a, some fun stuff to do outside of just going around hundreds of miles an hour and going in the Healy side of the track. That's just me. But hey, hopefully we do get a new F-Zero. Just wanted to talk about this. It was very interesting. Nintendo got presented with an F-Zero. They didn't have to put their minds to it at all. Someone else just said, hey, we got this. It's fun. What do you think? And Nintendo said, absolutely not. Try again. But even if you do, we're going to still say no. That's what it seemed like to me. They were saying like Nintendo was just like not having it. So who knows? Probably won't ever see another F-Zero. I don't know why. They've been bringing back a lot of dormant franchises. The Famicom Detective Club came back. A lot of other random, like, we got 2D Metroid coming back. There's a lot of stuff. Pokemon Snap came back. A lot of stuff has come back, so would not rule out an F-Zero. But I wouldn't bet on it, all right? I'll just say that. F-Zero fans, I feel for you. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is, baby. And go yell at Nintendo, not me. I just wanted to rant about it. If you liked the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, helps out so much on the YouTube algorithm, and I really do appreciate it. There'll be a pinned comment down below with all the other channels I work on. Kind of stumbled. Links in the description. Clickety-clack everything. Just go click everything you can find. And I do appreciate it also so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty. Thank you for your support.